As welcome to India, and a familiar circuit if you're an F1 fan, as we're at the Buddha International Circuit. We're going to turn into an international calendar for the first time in over a decade since it dropped off the F1 calendar. As we break very early into that first corner and into this hairpin as well, up the hill, late apex, and then very long straight ahead of us. Yeah, great to see it back on the calendar. It kind of got a bit mismanaged when it was on the F1 calendar over a decade ago, but it's a massive market is Asia for bikes, and no surprise having one of the biggest populations represented on the calendar. No surprise there as you break round when the curve appears down to second. Hard on the power on the exit. I'm surprised we don't have a Chinese motorcycle Grand Prix anymore. I'm surprised they haven't gone back to Shanghai or somewhere else, but it's maybe in the future they will. So Asia's a massive market. That's why they go to Indonesia. Again, a massive population as well there. One of the biggest in the world. Malaysia, Thailand, Japan, you name it. This round, a modified, long right-hander, as in so we don't take the full, what F1 used to do, full kind of rages there. And then slight modification you saw at the end of that kind of mini back stretch as well, taking a much tighter line, tighter right-hander. But apart from that, all the same as the F1 circuit. It's all a bit wide. Penultimate corner, and then the final corner. And a very tight hairpin. Yeah, nice to see the circuit back on the calendar. One of the better modern circuits made for F1 in recent years. As Callis does, you've got to do a 2 minute free. I think that will do. As he's 6 tenths ahead of Joel Kelso having to make it through in qualifying one. Along with his Bay Motorsports teammate Munoz, he grabs fourth behind Rossi. Those are pretty unusual names, aren't they, along with Callis? To make it through the qualifying too. As Ogden and Watley just miss out ahead of Lunetta, Carraro, Yamanaka, Rollstone, Tyre Rider, and DeWitt. So here goes Callis then. Pace has dipped under the 2 minute mark though. 1:59.5 to match. So here goes Callis to the final corner then. It's been a decent lap. Only a couple of tenths behind Via. Onto the front stretch, he might be dipping into the 59 switch. If he is, that'll be the front couple of rows. Oh, 2 minute one. No. As in the end, Suzuki nabs pole ahead of his teammate by 3 tenths, with Alonso in third. Then leading the second row is Algarde ahead of Otoda and Esteban. And on the third row, it's Rossato, Raida, and Nepa. As Canis leading the fourth row, rounding out the top 10, 8 tenths back, but Isoyo's on a much better lap. With Kelso and Zabi alongside him. Then it's Munoz, Rossi, and Mateo, and then Fioli, Angel, and Fernandez. So we go then from the fourth row then for Canis as the lights go out for 6 laps here in India. As those lights were held up for a long time, weren't they? Like Callis next to the inside of his championship rival into the first corner. Decent start, up to 8. Suzuki holds on to the lead as well. As oh my god, it's like 4 or 5 wide in front. So I don't know where Fursato's going. Looks like Callis almost joined him, but taking that wide line sometimes means you can get sharply on the power. You get great acceleration down this back stretch, which is getting past Callis. The back of Otoda. Look at Esteban in fourth. So it's CF Moto has Varna 1, 2, 3, 4. So here comes Otoda to the inside. As Gaz says no to Otoda. Trying to get back past Esteban now as well. The outside. Maybe a bit too far out, breaking himself there, but up into 5th. Head of Fursato. Just to see how he takes this right-hander. Well, he's going to take it by nudging Esteban wide. So it's kind of uncertain there who's going to be ahead. It's like, after you, sir. After you. First who's got past Delgado and Ortola. There's Esteban with a bit of a mistake. Oh, same with Cadiz running wide. And here comes Versato from nowhere. Take both of them go up to 4th place. Yeah, Delgado and Ortola having a look. That's South African as well. Cadiz round the outside of Esteban. No way as Esteban tries to have a nibble at Versato. Doesn't know on the Team Asia Ride is going to be happy about that, as Esteban and Cadiz get to know each other once more. Let's head into the second lap here. And see medium rears, because my god, there's like heavy braking. But soft front. Hope the fronts will last to the end of the race. I think most riders have gone medium this race. There's Cadiz getting a toe. As in, it's like Alonso trying to get past Vira in front to upset the Husqvarna 1-2. We talk about how Versato's got a speedy bike in the straight, and look at Cadiz here at the toe. That's all he has to leave room for his championship rival. It's a bit off track. You can see Versato blocking him off as well as someone's gone down behind. Looking to the outside, it's Riccardo Rossi. Into 5th, and then look at Versato slicing his way past Alonso as well, is he? There's a 1.5 second gap behind to Ortola as well. These top 5 have just pulled away from everyone. And Suzuki's just pulling away from everyone from 2nd to 5th. Look at that lead Suzuki's got. Someone else is down. So Adrian Fernandez getting warned. And now he's out of it. Pulling on his sword, maybe, the Spaniard there. Versato is still trying to find a way past Alonso to go on to the third lap of the race. Already into the 2-minute flats. 1:59.9 as well. As all Cadiz outbreaks himself. So easy to do that into the first corner. It comes up on you much quicker than you expect. There's that braking zone. It's High Via, we're still here. Best buds making it through on each other there on that stretch. Not rubbing elbows into each other there. This first side, it gets past Alonso as well. That CF Motor machine still slow in a straight line. Cadiz trying to get past Versato as well. Oh, Versato's down! Versato is down! Oh, are you kidding? He's out. Is he out? Munoz is out. Is Versato out? He set the fastest lap last lap as well, 1:59.9. You can see Suzuki's got a kind of 3-second lead here. Versato down from batting for the podium. It's another mistake from the Honda Team Asia rider. Cadiz and Versato seem to be making loads of them. As Mateo's in the top 5 behind Esteban. You've got Delgado behind Ortola, rounds out the top 5. As we approach the second half of this race, and it is just flipped on its head there. The race and maybe the championship as well. Let's see if Cadiz can take advantage of his rival's demise here. He's in the toe of Alonso. It's a championship as they stand at the moment, and Cadiz would be leading by 4 points. Made at 8 points. We finished the second. And look at that Suzuki, less than a rin behind, 22 points back. He is definitely in this battle. This Tatsuki Suzuki. Do not count out the Husqvarna, man. He's been in the category for 50 years, but he's finally going to have his shot at the title. Let's see what Kaz can do about him. He's 4 seconds back. I don't think he can do anything, to be honest. He's got 6 tenths behind to Via now. He's got ahead of Alonso. Ricardo in 5th ahead of Ortola. Esteban and Medeo still in 8th. This guy's definitely lapping at Suzuki's pace here. It's a bit wide for the right. As the gap is up to a second behind as well. As the skies are changing, getting darker, aren't they, overhead? Don't tell me the rain is coming. The glorious sunshine all weekend here in India. So we're about to go on to penultimate after the race. Hope the rain holds off for these next 2 laps. As Alonso back ahead of Via as well in the battle for the podium. As Kaz dips into the 59s for the first time. 59.4, fastest out of the race. He still believes, even though it's a 4-second gap in front. Oh no, Matteo's out of the top 8. Are you kidding? So we've got Rueda instead in 8th now. As Ortola now got it back. They're knocking hell over 5th. Ahead of Esteban. Also still holding on ahead of Via as well. Okay, it's seen clean air. Really up in the pace now. Pushing for 58s, is he? See Suzuki, 3.5 seconds up the road, 2.5 second gap behind. I think he made the right choice of soft medium, hasn't he? There's always Zabi getting warned. So is that the first drops of rain appearing? And it's only one more lap coming. Gap is massive behind now, 3 seconds. These two have literally just run away. It's like a Moto2 race now. And that's why Suzuki's slowing down a bit. Why everyone's slowing down, apart from Gallagher, it looks like. Because the rain is coming. About to set another 59.4 in, it's like. As it stands at the moment, 7-point lead for Callis. 59.3 in the end. He's not scared about any rain, is Callis. 3.6 second gap in front, 3.5 second gap behind. As Via's got back ahead of Alonso, Algardo still ahead of Ortola, then Esteban, and Rueda in 8th. Yeah, not bad for Callis. New venue for him. Probably a venue just played on the F1 games rather than actually having a chance of seeing some laps around it. It's coped very well with the new venue. Qualifying top 10. And then, as you can see, outstanding race pace. As Matteo's back into the top 8 ahead of Rueda. Matteo! As far as Italian gets done for track limits, I suppose there hasn't been more, to be honest, round there. It's good. Seems like it'd be quite a haven for track limit warnings, but obviously not. That's the last couple of corners. The race of 2 halves says the race is official. I thought it wouldn't be, but here we go. There's the track limit warning for the tyre rider. Hopefully they got a point on the board. Who knows, maybe they're saving it for Thailand, you know. It'll be very special. There you go, final corner of the race. Looks like Suzuki has won it. Ahead of Callis. These two have been dominant ahead of Suzuki's teammate. And Alonso in 4th. Helgado rounds out the top 5, but another podium. So Suzuki adds another win to the tally. He's just 3.5 seconds ahead of Callis. It was 5 seconds ahead of Vaya, as it says Zavana 1-3. Alonso in 4th with CF Motor ahead of Gas of Helgado, who holds off Otoda by a couple of tenths. And then we've got Esteban Rueda. Medeo getting a great top 10 ahead of Nepa. And then Ogden with some good points for MLav Race. And Frioli for Sync 58 as well. And Kelso Furasato recovers to 14th after his crash. And with Zabi getting the final point as you lost Munoz, Fernandez and Rossi during the race. So in the championship there's a new leader as Callis regains the top spot by 6 points ahead of Furasato. With Suzuki, look at that, just 22 points, about less than a race win, covers the top 3. And then we've got Otoda, just a couple points ahead of Vaya, with Alonso just a further 5 points back. So the battle for 4th as well, equally intense. And then Raider and Helgado actually level on points for 7th. We've got Zabi with Nepa into the top 10 ahead of Kelso. And then we've got Esteban ahead of Rossi. Mateo back into the top 15 ahead of Ogden as well. So in the team's championship, Husqvarna basically got it wrapped up over 100 points ahead of Snipers, who put away from Red Bull KTM by 22 points now. They're 16 points ahead of Honda Team Asia as well in 4th. And we've got Aspar, Bowie Motorsports, MT Helmets MSI, Gas Tech 3, Devrop MTA, CIP Green Power, Leopard Racing. We have been caught slightly by MLav Racing, just 3 points the gap now for Sync 58. Further back now, 7 points behind. It's definitely hitting all the right notes, that race. As Vaya ahead of its fan club, Callis should focus on enjoying those little wins, because when people find another rider to idolise, there'll be a tough pill to swallow. What are you saying? I always ride like the win. This time it went well for me, but I'm sure you'll do better on the next chance. I put my worth on the track. Everything else is just chit-chat. Damn right. And then Rueda, he worked hard, of course. Callis in 2nd place, puts everything in a different perspective, but we tried to do better in Mandalika. As every result is important, this 2nd place puts us in good position to meet our objective, but there's still some work to do. I don't want to get used to 2nd place and podium. Next race I need to raise the bar and win. Calm down, Callis. You're leading the championship. We need just points every race. We don't need wins every race. So no, that is probably the easiest way to maintain a championship lead, but just getting more points than Furasato is the goal.